Hello, everybody. It's Marcia O Regan here, founder and owner of Glow Your True Colours, and I'm absolutely delighted to come with you today to give you a bit of an insight of the power of the inner work, of literally knowing that, yeah, maybe you know as an entrepreneur, you know all the practical things, but actually where the power is, it's the inner game. It's really connecting in with a deeper consciousness, and the impact that that can have on us as individual entrepreneurs, but also on our business and on our soul calling and soul mission. So I have been working with Liz here, which has been an absolute pleasure, privately, and we were talking and we were like, I asked her, I like, would you be up for really sharing what's possible? Because sometimes, you know, anything is possible, but do we really allow the impossible to unfold? And we can come up with all of these excuses or logical reasons about why we do and don't do things. But actually, the question is, why hold yourself back? And I feel with 2020 and the next decade, it's really inviting us to stop playing mediocrity, stop playing small, and really, really live from your soul's infinite potential. So without further ado, I'll just let Liz introduce herself to you.
Hi, I'm Liz Gutierrez. I'm a psychiatrist, and I also, under Marcia's guidance, launched into doing my soul work, my soul's calling, as a channel for Gaia, doing inner nature, outer nature work, reconnecting people to their inner nature and the natural world. Should I say more now, Marcia, or just?
Yeah, well, maybe we can just see like like first of all, where were you before we kind of started working together?
Yeah, so I was referred to you about from another coach about a year ago, and from our first call, I knew we were going to work together, but I just had to wait for the timing to feel right. And I remember in that first call, I was recalling now, you asked, where do I want to be from a year from now? And that was last February. And I said, I want to be holding a group in nature. And I didn't know if that would be possible. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. And here we are in March 2020, and I'm going to be hosting my first workshop. You pushed me to do it because you said I was ready. So I launched it. I advertised for my first workshop in nature later this month, and I have 8 participants signed up. So, really miracle. Like I really didn't think I would be here. So we started working together just in October, just a few, like we worked together for 3 months, and there was just, when I came to you, I knew I was ready. I had done enough work where I knew I was ready for my next soul expansion into my entrepreneurial life. But I came to you with all these like, okay, tell me what to do, Marcia. I'm ready to do it. What do I do? Do I do a website? And you were like, hold on. We're going to do this the divine feminine way. And that was a game changer for me, to do it the divine feminine way. You said, this is going to be about doing less and allowing more, allowing the divine to work through me. And it completely shifted my energy around how to manifest in the divine feminine way, which is so much. I remember you told me this is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be pleasurable. It's supposed to be joyful. And I was like, really? Like, I thought it was going to be like hard work. Like what, like, and you were right. It flowed using your inner game and your guidance. It totally flowed. And I got to experience what it is to manifest in the divine feminine way. That was super powerful.
Amazing, amazing. And then I'd say as well is that you were available for it, in that, in these sessions that we went through, there were things that were coming up you'd say, oh, I might say, oh my God, maybe tonight we're going to work on the the business side of things, but then we would go in and we'd have to go deeper, because there are so many elements to bringing out the fullness of your soul, actually, to be available for your great work, and to be available energetically for the people that are already here waiting for you to show up.
Absolutely.
And so it's honoring that as well, I think, for you, because this work is it's a partnership, and you really went to where the divine wanted you to. They invited you to go, and therefore then you experienced the benefit.
Yeah, it was more than just business entrepreneurial coaching. There was deep healing and major shifts in personal areas of my life that I was not expecting, but that have that completely shifted things. So
and so how are you now after the work?
I'm feeling so good. the flower essences that you gifted us definitely raised my vibration. I am so much more aligned with the universal flow, where I can just trust and have faith. Obviously, we're still human not at times. We are still human, and we still have our human emotions and fears and anxieties. But I have this deeper wellspring of faith in the universe and the divine unfolding. So I feel like in a completely different vibration than previously.
Yeah, amazing. And that is I find the essences as well, continuously I would refer to the essences. I feel that's why the first thing I do when I work with clients one-to-one, I'm like, I am gifting you these essences to support you through the journey, because I've been doing this for so long now. I really have seen the benefit of using the essences, and the ones that I use are the healing orchid ones, because I work on the soul, really on a soul level. So therefore I really find that those essences really are created for soul work. And I like, I've orchid here beside me, I just feel like we all associate orchids with their spiritual nature. And so I think also through this journey, it's really important, as you're going deeper, that you are supported and reassured, and that there's a sacred space, and that you don't feel alone. Like that nourishment, that nurturing kind of energy is really important for you to actually feel safe to go into the bigness of your soul. And I feel that's a really important aspect of the work that I'm here to do, is to really bring out really align you, I suppose, really to your soul's essence and your soul's calling. So it has been amazing. So what would you say to anybody kind of considering working with me? What's your feedback or advice that you could give from your experience?
Yeah, I would say that, Marcia is the real deal. There's so many coaches out there, there's so many spiritual guides out there, and you have to be very discerning whether someone is authentically providing that. And Marcia, you are an authentic, powerful healer. So you do not have to worry that you are that Marcia is selling something that is not the true stuff. So I would say, and I think because Marcia is so connected on a soul level to who she's supposed to work with, that both of you will feel it. Will feel if you're meant to work with each other, and if you feel that, then you should follow that. Because that means it's going to be supported by the universe. The universe wants you to work together, and that's how I felt from the beginning, and it was confirmed over and over that that we were really meant to work with each other, and that your guidance really has gotten me to where I am, and I will continue to use it. So I would just say, yeah, you're the real deal, and if you feel called to work with Marcia, then you should honor that calling.
Yeah. And then the importance of timing, because I know when we met first,
Yeah.
it became very clear that, so there wasn't, like, oh, you have to, it's just like, a few other things have to happen, because I really also believe in divine timing. It's
Yes.
like, giving birth to a baby. If that baby is too premature, then that baby is no good to anybody, and it's no good to the baby, because they're kind of fighting for, and that was the thing too. I think what's important is that work needs to flow. So that is why it really needs to be. I think you were clear as well that you were ready. That's why I check on a vibrational level. How ready are you to work with me on that level? And it felt so right when we had our second call. We were kind of just exploring, just to see where you are now, what was happening, and it became very clear. It was just like, oh my God, it was just like the divine almost made the decision, didn't they?
Yes. Yes. So yes, trust in the divine process with timing as well.
Yeah. And also saying yes or no without guilt, I think, is an amazing gift that we can give ourselves. But it's the fine line of saying, are you saying yes or no from a place of fear? Because sometimes you can question, your ego comes in and questions, is oh, you shouldn't do that, and you need this. And the truth is, actually, you don't need anything else. You know the how. It's really making space inside for your soul to be more alive in your present life, and on an external level, because now the client, you're not, it's not as if you're going out there selling. You're just announcing and inviting people to come to your workshop, and they're just showing up. So it's a freedom of choice. And I think that way of working the divine feminine way, it's like, you're not here, there's no need. You're not coming from a place of need. You're coming from a place of service, and giving people a choice to participate and experience the soul work that you're here to do. So I want to honor you too, Liz, that, what lucky people will have you on that day, connecting with nature and working with nature. And that came out actually in March, the March color reading, that it's important to really take time in nature, to connect with nature, to find that, to find that balance. And connecting with nature is a very spiritual act. And this month is really all about spirituality, and really letting soul lead the way. So even when the date, remember we were tuning in, and it became very clear for March, and that was kind of back, would that have been in January?
In
Or
December.
December even?
Yeah.
Or December. So, and here we are going, everything is in divine and perfect order. Wonderful. So I hope that inspires you and gives you another insight, for those of you watching this, that the power of divine connection, the power of receiving support and being open to that level of consciousness is, it has mind-blowing results. And it's also the trust. I think that the deepening your trust and faith that everything that is yours by divine right is already here. And in anything I feel in life anyway, it's, what, when you look back at this in a year's time, you'll go, everything has worked out for the highest good. So I hope that inspires you. And if you would like to explore working with me, then if you go to my website, www.glowyourtruecolors.com, let's chat, then you can book a breakthrough call with me, and we will tune in and see what your guides have in store for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Liz.
You're welcome.
Take care.